Scene then shifts to the rooftop of Onigashima, where Luffy was unconscious, laid on the ground. Suddenly, from the riverside, Zunesha, the giant elephant, appears and says, "Momonosuke, I can hear it. How long has it been?" Momonosuke asked, "What is it, Zunesha?" Zunesha replied, "I hear the drums of liberation. For the first time in 800 years, he is here." Zunesha was seen with red eyes and said again, "Joy Boy has returned." Luffy was shown smiling while he was on the ground, and the chapter ends. Chapter 1040 begins. Zunesha was standing in water, and Luffy was saying, "What happened to me? Why can I still stand, even though I am having fun for some reason?" And Luffy laughs. As Zunesha says, "Luffy is Joy Boy?" Yamato says, "Is that what Zunesha is saying?" Suddenly, Sanji is shown looking at the sky, and he confusingly says, "Luffy?" On the performance floor, Kid and Law are also confused as they see someone in the sky. An old man looking at the sky says, "Is that you, Straw Hat fellow?" Marco also confusingly says, "Straw Hat? Hey, he is still breathing." Luffy and the little girl are happy for Luffy being alive. The scene shifts to Sacred Marioa, a castle of Gorosei. One of the Gorosei says, "So we have lost an elite agent, and made Kaido angry. What was the point?" The other Gorosei says, "What if I told you that there was a potential future that would make us beg for outcome? It is always better to eliminate dangerous variables." The bald guy furiously says, "In every era, the world government has attempted to recover the Egum Gum fruit, and not once has it ever succeeded. For 800 years. The man with a long beard says, "It is as though the devil fruit is trying to escape our grasp, and it very well might be." The other Gorosei says, "Zoan fruits contain a will of their own, and this particular fruit has the name of a god. The other name of Gum Gum fruit is the Zoan-type human fruit. That is a mythical type model, Nika, possessing a body with the properties of rubber, and fighting in whatever way he fancies, bringing smiles to the faces of the people. The warrior of liberation, also known as Nika, the sun god. Awakening brings his rubbery body greater physical strength and freedom. It is said that in all the world there is no power more ridiculous." The scene comes back to the second floor of Onigashima. The scene moves back to the top floor, where Luffy was in his moon pose and saying, "Oh, I can do everything I wanted to do. I think I can fight a bit longer. My heartbeat sounds so funny. This is the pinnacle of what I can do. This is Gear 5. The scene moves back to the lower floor where Kaido was enraged. Everyone was looking upward in the sky, so Kaido got confused and said, "What is it, men?" In confusion, he looked upward and said, "What is up there on the roof?" Suddenly, the ceiling of the roof started breaking more and more. The Animal Kingdom pirates were confused. Law and Kid were also shocked and confused. Chopper said, "Is that Luffy?" Suddenly, a giant hand came down from the ceiling, so giant that it grabbed the whole dragon Kaido. It was Luffy coated with white stuff. He pulled Kaido out from the lower floor to the top floor with his gigantic hands. Luffy wrapped Kaido with his long, heavy-stretched arms. He swung Kaido here and there to the left and right very quickly, and then bumped Kaido to the ground with great pressure. Kaido was badly bumped into the ground. Luffy was laughing, and Kaido said, "Straw Hat, you survived. Thank you." Kaido fired a massive fire blast by saying, "Blast breath!" Luffy was shocked to see such a massive fireball. Luffy jumped into the air by holding the ground, and the ground turned into rubber. He not only stopped the attack, but because the ground was now rubber, the attack got repelled towards Kaido. Kaido was shocked and got a massive hit by his own fireball. Then we saw the Gear 5 Sun God Nika form of Luffy, and Luffy was laughing maniacally. Kaido said, "I'm sorry about that earlier. I didn't want to win that way." Luffy replied, "Don't sweat it. Let's finish this up."